Have you ever wondered how pro players make the entire map feel like it's under their control? How they rotate perfectly, control objectives, and apply insane pressure that makes the enemy freeze up? Well, today, we're unlocking the secrets of map pressure in MLBB, the high-level strategies that esports players use to dominate from early to late game. This isn't just about pushing lanes, it's about controlling vision, timing power spikes, rotating with intent, and making the enemy run out of safe space. So grab your phone to take some notes and get ready to learn to pressure the map like a pro in MLBB. So before explaining the tips about map pressure, let's understand what map pressure even means. In Mobile Legends, map pressure is controlling the pace of the game. It's forcing the enemy to react to you instead of the other way around. You can control map through fast lane clearing, smart rotations, controlling jungle camps, taking turrets, forcing enemy positioning. It's like squeezing a balloon. The more you pressure the map, the less space the enemy has to breathe, farm, or even rotate safely. So I guess you understood the map pressure perfectly. Now let's get deeper to understand and master about pressuring map. I'll give you some tips to master the map pressure perfectly. So segment number 1 is play around winning lane. Yes, guys, I've told you about this for many times. And because map pressure is related to all those topics which I have already uploaded before. So that's why there are similar topics. But still, I'll tell you a bit about playing over winning lane. Pro players never waste time on losing lanes. They pressure the map by playing around their strongest teammate. For example, if your EXP laner is dominating his lane, so mid, roamers, and junglers should rotate to his lane to completely shut down enemy's fighter. And basically, our EXP will be fed. It's even better to take Turtle, and we can even take the turret in EXP side, and he can even disturb an enemy's jungle and maybe steal jungle and trap the enemy. And in case of MM, if the MM is good, then help him. And y'all know that the game is over when your MM is good and fed enough. This does two things. Number 1, it opens up the map by breaking the lane. Number 2, it forces enemy team to send help, breaking their own formation and scattering. So learn to shift the pressure where your team is strongest, not where you're losing. Because of these benefits, you should play around winning lane. So this segment number 1 is done. Now segment number 2 is sync waves before objectives. You'll see pro teams always set up minion waves before Lord or Turtle. Why? Because synced waves create pressure. Let's say Lord spawns after 15 seconds in top lane. Then if you push bottom and mid at the same time, the enemy will have to respond, or their turret is gone. So this is how their formation breaks and creates pressure. Syncing waves is equals to forcing choices. And in pro play, the team that forces the other to choose usually wins the fight, because they have to choose whether to go for Lord or save the turret. And if they went for clearing minions and even contesting Lord, then they will have number disadvantage. So this is why you always see pro teams clearing wave of mid or opposite lane from Lord before every major team fight. It's not random, it's intentional map pressure. And trust me guys, it's a very useful tip. So always sync waves before objectives. And this segment, number 2, is also done. Now tip number 3 is control the enemy jungle. The esports players or higher level players abuses jungle vision pressure. Like, they mostly have the vision in enemy jungles to know whether they can steal them or not, or to know which jungle is about to take by enemies, and in that process they know their rotation path. Map pressure isn't just about lanes, it's about denying farm of enemies. After winning a team fight or taking a tower, you guys just move together and you can steal enemy jungle camps or place traps like Natalia or Chip, or set ambushes around buffs. And this makes enemy cores scared to farm, and because of this, it delays their items and delays their comeback. Pressuring the enemy's jungle strangles their golds, and you can win games easily and surely. So this segment number 3 is also done. Now tip number 4 is don't overextend, use fog of war. Here's a mistake that average players make. When they are dominating the enemies, there will be one point where they pressure too hard, and yes, they eventually get caught and get punished. And boom, they are wiped out and lost the entire game, which they were dominating just now. But in the other hand, pro players pressure using fog of war. About fog of war, I already explained it in my previous video, but still know this, that fog of war means staying hidden until the enemy shows up and you can ambush them. So those pro players move like ghosts. The enemies have no idea in which bush their doom is waiting, and this creates a huge pressure in enemies. When pressuring the map, stay in those areas where there's no any vision, and make the enemy think you could be anywhere. You don't even have to fight. Your presence alone pressures them. That's why Fanny, Joy, Hanzo, or Selena are great pressure heroes. You don't see them, but you always feel them, because they can be coming anytime from any direction. So learn to pressure with presence, not just pushing blindly. So this segment number 4 is also done. Now segment number 5 is rotate with a purpose. When you have to pressure the map, then it comes from smart movement, not random roaming. Because we all have seen those teammates who always rotate after you die, and what they will do is just take your minions after you die. It's like they came just to take your minions for free. Or in another case, they will be with you when you don't need anyone. But when you need them the most, they are like, adios, ta-ta, bye-bye. Esports players always knows these before rotating, like, what do I gain from going here? Or, is there a wave to clear or turret to take? Or, will I contest enemy jungle or secure vision? Even roamer rotations are calculated. You don't walk just for fun. Every step is to control part of the map. So don't just rotate for kills, rotate for map advantage. If you want to learn full guide about rotation, then there's a video that I've covered yesterday and a link in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because still 91% of viewers doesn't subscribe, and it's kinda hurting to see these results of my hard work. So this segment number 5 is done. Now the segments are finished, so I'll give you an additional advanced pro tips that will somehow help you. Here are some advanced tips pros use to pressure map. 1. Push and pull. Baiting act like you're going Lord, then back off. Enemy shows up, your team can take them down. 2. Shadow farming. When you're ahead, stay hidden near enemy jungle but don't show. They won't farm if they fear you're nearby. And your hyper gets the advantage over enemies, and even in securing Lord and Turtle, because you've already shut down the enemy hyper by preventing his farm. 3. Tower trade setup. When losing top lane, push bottom with 3 people. Force a turret trade and rotate back faster with recall plus flicker. 4. Zoning for objectives. Pro tanks like Minotaur or Edith don't wait to engage. They pressure by standing forward and zoning squishies away from Lord or Turtle. These are small tricks that build mental pressure and break the enemy's rhythm, and you'll get the map advantage. And that's how good players pressure the map like masters in MLBB. Remember, it's not about chasing kills, it's about making the enemy feel trapped, confused, and outplayed. If you apply even 2 to 3 of these tips, you'll start winning smarter, not just harder. Drop a like if you learned something new, and comment down below. What's your favorite map control trick? Don't forget to subscribe for more high-level MLBB guides. And as always, keep dominating the land of Dawn.
An ally has slain Lord.
You girls can resist it, sir.